Now, I want to talk about another story here, though. This one really disturbed me because, on the right, we look at the left and we see how they are so captured by this sort of revolutionary thinking, and it goes back really to the French Revolution, when they tried to start everything again from year zero with tragic results. And we saw this in Cambodia where they tried to start again from year zero with tragic results. Well, in Canada, I'm not saying they're going down Pol Pot's road yet. However, there was an amazing story that in a Canadian school district, they are purging. That's right. They are going through the school libraries and systematically removing books that were published before 2008, simply on the grounds that if a book was published before 2008, which they've decided is the arbitrary cutoff point for where this sort of mystical year zero of diversity and equity and inclusion started to come into the library, well, that's out the window. So all the classics of children's literature are gone. Everything is gone. Harry Potter, gone. Little House on the Prairie, gone. Shakespeare, gone. All of this, gone, because it did not happen before the DEI revolution. James McPherson, this strikes me as incredibly sinister. I mean, how are kids to learn anything if they're not allowed to read anything that wasn't published before 2008?
Well, under these rules, Hungry Caterpillar would be banned from the library, but ironically, George Orwell's 1984 would also be banned because, of course, that wasn't written in time, but it speaks to this very issue that powers that be decide what you can and cannot consume based on their arbitrary measurements. I'm not sure what's special about 2008, and I'm not sure what makes something written after 2008 necessarily inclusive either. Well,
I don't know, 2008 was a great year that Barack Obama became president of the United States, so that maybe is just sort of some sort of cutoff here. But Liz Storr, I mean, when you look at this, I always say that 1984 was a warning, not an instruction manual, as was Vonnegut's Fahrenheit 451, which is, of course, again about book burning. And these were warnings from the left, really. But the left now has become the ones who they always say, the right wants to ban books in the libraries. They want to ban these books that turn out to be just basically pornography.
Yeah,
but then,
those ones we want to get rid of.
But they want to keep the pornography, but then, leave, or get rid of, as James says, everything right down to the Hungry Caterpillar.
Absolutely. And the reason why it's the left who are trying to get rid of the facts, the figures, I mean, this is the most valuable thing any society has, is the trace of their history. I think it was Karl Marx who once says, if you remove the people from their history, you've got them. They're confused. They don't know who they are anymore. They lose their national identity. And the fact that they want to erase it up until 2008, maybe they want kids to think that Obama becoming president was the dawn of time. That was the grand era. But this is extremely concerning. We're seeing more and more of it throughout the Western world, notably the Western world, and in academia. And it's only guys like intellectual titans like Dr. Jordan Peterson who are really calling this out, saying it for what it is and doing his best to push back. But we need everyday people in these institutions doing it, because certainly a news clip here or there isn't going to accomplish much.
Well, and Jordan Peterson certainly has suffered for calling these things out.